in the last chapter, the conclusion chapter, chapter 14, which is not numbered, Sid really talks about the difficulty of this work. And she also talks about the emergent nature of it, its nascent stages. But what's next for civic tech is the question that she puts out there. And that's a very interesting question. She wants to put to rest the misnomer that civic tech is not political. And as I mentioned in one of my descriptions of the previous chapters, it's heavily political. It has to do with justice and care. It has to do with inclusion and responsibility and reflexivity. It has to do with anticipation, knowing what's coming. And it's institutional technology. It's not just technology per se. It heavily has an emphasis on how people are exercising their rights, how they're accessing services, how they're building their communities. It's a public digital good, something that Elinor Ostrom talked about. It wasn't just private and public, but there were these common resource pools. Well, the question is whether civic tech in that space will increasingly, in the open data sense and open software perhaps, become a common resource pool. And what does that mean? And at what level is that resource? I think I'll end it there and to say we will be exploring beyond the technology, the economics of all of these technological advancements within government, what Sid calls civic tech, tech for good, for the common good. And I'll also pause for a second and mention the work of Professor Jeremy Pitt that talks about complex adaptive systems, which was also something Elinor Ostrom spoke of, and he's an agent-based modeler from Imperial College London, and also Dr. Roba Abbas, who talks about socio-technical design. And so the course will be trying to make sense of human-centered approaches to technology in the public interest, aka, if you want to call it civic tech, you can, or government to citizen flows and transactions, you can, but even broader than that, can we be pit stewards even if we're working within private enterprise? And the answer to that, if I listen to the videos of Eric Fisher of the School for the Future of Innovation in Society, is yes, because what he's building and hopes to develop are responsible innovators, and to do that at the management decision level, but not all being managers, but technologists per se. So let's finish off our quick run through, and I hope you read the text word for word. I sure enjoyed reading it in preparation for this class.